My name is Jonathan Davidson. I am the general manager for our campus and data center business unit here at Juniper. What does that mean? Well, it means that all the products that go into the campus and the data center, we build in my organization. So this includes obviously our wireless LAN portfolio, as well as our switching portfolio as well, both on the EX side and the QFX side. So first off, thank you very much for taking the time to come and talk. We have some very exciting things to talk to you all about today, which hopefully you'll find exciting, interesting. And what is the Mac to PC ratio is doing quite well in this room, it looks like. So a few things, actually. We decided to do things a little bit differently today, in that we're going to be talking to you all about stuff and some exciting things that actually we haven't spoken to anyone about. So no analysts have heard about it. We haven't done any press releases, none of that. So you're going to be the first people to hear about some new things that we're doing. And I think there was a little bit of a debate about that or not and how much we should share. But we decided to err on the side of telling you pretty much everything. So I hope you appreciate that. So a few things that we're going to be talking about is our overall long-term strategy, but most of it we're focused on what's going to be happening over the next 6 to 9 months or so. On the first side, one of the things we'll be sharing with you is what we're doing from an overall management perspective. So what we keep hearing back from people is they'd like to have a single pane of glass around managing their wireless portfolio, and it should be more operationally focused around tasks instead of just delving into each device. And so we're going to share some of that with you, and they'll go into a lot of detail on that. And then we're also going to be talking about this whole virtualization thing. Everybody talks about every app is virtual, every app is on your tablet of choice. But what we really want to talk about is what does that really mean for you? How are we going about doing that? And what is it? How does it actually get implemented and make it useful for you? For those of you who follow Juniper very closely, which I'm sure all of you are on our website on a daily basis looking for new exciting things, we last fall actually announced something called the VApp engine. So this is actually a piece of software that sits on currently our MX portfolio that enables you to put any application at any time onto our best-selling routing portfolio that oftentimes sits at the edge of service providers, but also sits at the edge of the enterprise as well. And so you have a router that's sold tens of thousands that are in the network everywhere, and now has the ability to run any application on it. And so what we need are some potential applications to run on that type of device. And so what the team is going to share with you today is kind of where we're going with taking our controller and making it an application, and then I'll let you make the wild leap of where that might go over time. But the team will be talking to you primarily about the application, the virtualization, and where that goes. So that's the second big thing for today. The third thing that I wanted to share with you all as well is that Juniper is, I would say doubling down, but doubling down actually isn't appropriate because it's more than doubling down. We're going to be very aggressive over the next 6 to 9 months in our pursuit of the wireless LAN marketplace, and primarily from my perspective, which is an engineering perspective, and the amount of engineering and development resources that we're going to be putting into our engineering organization, specifically focused on wireless LAN, is pretty tremendous. And so we've already started to staff up that team pretty dramatically, and we plan on doing that even more so over the next 6 to 9 months. So I can't get into specific numbers, but it's one that I think people are very excited about. So with that was the kind of the gist of kind of framing out the day for you, and I think you are going to find today very enlightening. You're going to find today hopefully very interesting as well. And we've got a banner group of people here ready to talk to you about all the exciting things that are going on. Do we want to do any Q&A, or do you want to just yank me off the?
No, you've still got a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I've got a few minutes. So if anybody has any questions, I'm a fan of Stump the Chump.
Yeah, what's going to be happening with the Pulse product line? Because I know that you are having a lot of functionality built into that in terms of being able to look at the endpoints and classify endpoints and that kind of thing.
Right. So specifically with Pulse, we are continuing to invest in Pulse. Pulse is transitioning from an MDM tool to one that's primarily focused on connectivity and security. and securing the endpoint, because that's what when we got our feedback from our customers, that was their most important and critical things. And there are other people out there who have an MDM product. Right.
Cool, thank you.
So obviously we're going to be getting into a lot of this material over
Yeah,
the next.
there'll be lots of people, a lot more detail oriented than I am around specific products and depth of knowledge.
But just since we don't have Jonathan for the whole session, if there are any questions now before we lose him.
Yeah. Any other questions? I was told you guys were a really quiet group.
So, I have another question as well. I mean, to be kind of blunt here, and looking at the Ringmaster interface, to me it looks like it's showing its age, basically. Is there plans to update that and make it more modern, more applicable to today's WLAN?
So great question. That is actually what I was trying to be vague because I don't like to steal people's thunder. But in effect, we have completely from the ground up built an entirely new application that will be shipping at the end of next month. And we're gonna, I think they gave you a preview of that the last time. They turned off the camera last time, I think. This time they're gonna leave the camera on and they're gonna go into a lot more detail around what it is, what it does, and there was a lot of elements in there that I think you're gonna find very compelling.
Cool.
Who in marketing hates Australia?
That's Australia? Not me. I love Australia. I went to Sydney for New Year's one year. It was fantastic.
And I know that Ashton loves Australia, so it's definitely not her.
Yeah. So no issues with that. Yeah.
You want to leave them out?
Yeah. Good point. It's under the solution, I think.
But I do love Australia. I can hear you.
Listen,
I will get it on there.
All right. That's the key focus for today.
She will restore Asia.
Exactly. All right. Any other questions? Any other continents we want to talk about, or anything else? All right. So I'm going to exit stage. Is that stage left, right? Yeah, for them, the stage left. All right. So I'm going to exit that way. Hope you have a great day. I'm looking forward to watching the videos later. I watched the videos from the last one, and with that, thank you very much. Have a great day. Cheers.
All right. So we've got a little bit of a preview there on some of the things we're going to cover. As Jonathan said, we really this is a departure for Juniper, the level to which we're going to be sharing with you some of our futures towards the end of the session. So we're going to be showing you some things that are coming, as he mentioned already, later this quarter, as well as things that are coming over the next few quarters as well, including some things that we'll actually give you some demo hands-on with. So we're very excited to have you all joining us again. This is only our second time joining you for this event. So the first one was a learning experience for us, and we felt great about it, and the interaction and the results. And so we were very excited to come back and join you here. And I know we're also thinking about the next one coming up as well. We're looking at keeping this going as a regular thing for us. We feel this is a critical opportunity for us to share with you, especially as, again, Jonathan mentioned, we are, am I mic'd? Yeah? Okay.
You're fine.
Oh, okay. So we are increasing the level of our investments and our focus in this space. And so the timing of us being able to talk with you now is important. This was something that was just kind of approved over the last couple of months. So we can't share the actual numbers, but it is certainly a dramatic increase in the level of investment and the number of engineers that we're going to be dedicating to the wireless LAN space. And actually, the biggest challenge that we have is that wireless as a space is only so big, and hiring the number of people that we want to hire just aren't out there to hire all in one day. So that's actually our biggest challenge, is it's going to take us time to just find those people and hire them. And they're not all going to be in one place either. We have development center both here and in India, and we're staffing in both places. So that actually is the challenge. So if you know people, send them our way. We're hiring specifically for wireless.
vendors.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So without any further delay, I want to jump us right into the key content here. I want to introduce the speakers that you're going to have today. we have some of the same returning speakers, and we have a couple of new ones that I think are going to be sharing some of the more interesting things with us today. So I'll start with Bruce Alexander, our Senior Wireless LAN Specialist, who is going to be coming on right after me and spoke with us last time. You should all be familiar. We have Tim McCarthy, Senior Manager for Technical Marketing. He'll be running our demos. Rajesh Patil, Raj, in the back here, also a Technical Marketing Engineer for our Campus and Wireless LAN. Daniel Wade, Wireless LAN Software Engineering Manager. And Steve Grau, Steve, Software Engineer, Senior Software Engineer and Architect. And we have a few other people as well, and myself, by the way. I'm Tamir Hardof. I'm Director of Product Marketing. I head up the marketing for our campus and branch products, basically the campus side of Jonathan's organization, and of course that includes our wireless LAN portfolio. We have a few other people joining us as well. I'll just mention Abner, who I think many of you know as well, and Ashton. Where did we lose Ashton? He stepped out for a second. All right, so with that, I'll turn it over to Bruce.